Good afternoon and welcome once again to our live broadcast with your host Carline. We praise God for you and we thank you for being with us all the time. We thank God for traveling grace and mercy and what He's doing and what He already done. And we're just gonna jump right into our lesson for today. Today we'll be focusing on uh, what's my topic again? Today we'll be focusing on overcoming obstacles. Okay. I had it in my head, but then I was thinking of something else. I almost lost my focus. So we're gonna focus on obstacles. Because we all have obstacles in our life, and because we have obstacles in our life, we have to know how to deal with them. We can't just push them away. We cannot ignore them. We cannot say leave them for another time or let somebody else deal with it. So you, I, we, us, whether it's individual, a group, a community, a nation, we have to face the obstacles that comes in our life and we have to learn how to deal with them and overcome them. So the main point that we're going to focus on and teach on today is the overcoming part. Because no matter who you are, no matter what aspect of life you are, it doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, you're black, you're pink, you're green, it does not matter. Obstacles and setbacks are going to come. It's going to present itself. Whether you like it or don't like it, whether you ask for it or you don't ask for it, that's a part of life. It's just going to present itself. But when it presents itself, panic steps in. What am I going to do? How do I do it? Should I just give up, throw in the towel, or should I handle it and go forward with it? So we're not going to push it aside. We're not going to not deal with it. We're going to deal with it, and we're going to deal with it in a respective manner. Okay? So, understanding obstacles, see them as valuable learning experience. So, when it comes, don't say, okay, it's come to weigh me down and kill me, and oh Lord, have mercy, and put your hand on your head, and frustration and panic and everything. The panic button goes off. But no, view them as valuable learning experience. Never put them aside or are on the back burner. So don't put them aside or on the back burner. They will never go away by themselves. You have to deal with it and you have to face it head on. Okay? Challenges are seen as opportunity to learning and growth rather than threats to your self-worth. They're not there to threaten you. They're not there to belittle you. But what they do is to grow. Because you remember, when things happen in your life, it makes you grow. It makes you have a different approach. It makes you think. If you used to think small, you start to think wide. Because it's two things you have to think of. Am I going to face it? Or am I going to go up above or under or around? You have to face it. When the children of Israel meet at Jericho, the wall was so high. They couldn't go over, they couldn't get on, and they couldn't get around. What they have to do is face it, but they did not face it alone. They have a higher power that teach them strategic move that help them to get the wall falling. So what we have to do, we can't do it by ourselves. So we have to turn to the source that is able to do all things because nothing is impossible for him to do. So we face it together. Okay? To overcome obstacle, start by viewing them as valuable learning experience rather than disappointment and failure. Don't say, all right, this is it. I'm done. See, I told you you couldn't have done it. I told you that you don't have what it takes to do it. I told you, see, I fail. I fail. No, 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 no. Don't view it like that because if you view it like that, you will never go forward. Okay? Each obstacles that comes to face with you is an opportunity to cultivate new skills. Use them and say, okay, all right, I need to gain new insight. I need to gain a better view of it and become more resilient. Because They have a saying say, what don't breaks you makes you, and what don't kills you makes you stronger. So what are you gonna do? Be a quitter, or you're gonna pick up, move on, just look at it from a different angle and move on. When obstacle come your way, you have to ask yourself this question. As I said, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be there to help you. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I make a stepping stone to success and greatness? Some good has to come out of it. But if you don't do anything about it, how you going to know that it would be able to lift you up, make you stronger, and push you further? Okay? When obstacle comes your way, you're going to use certain words that it's not going to be helpful for you. But instead of use the negative words, use some affirmation that will help you to get to where you want to go. So you're going to start by using some affirmation by empowering yourself with meaningful information that will sharpen your mindset. Don't take on too much negative things. You know, some people are strong in some negative words and negative deeds and negative deeds, and everything that comes out is just negative, negative, negative. But if you hang around negative people, you will become negative. As the scripture said, how can two walk together unless they agree? If the blind lead the blind, both are going to fall in the ditch. So who is going to help each other up? Nobody. So guess what? Get meaningful information that will sharpen your mind. You want to be sharp. You want to be alert. You want to be quick on your feet. You want to get back up and keep moving. You don't want to stay down too long. So the faster you get up, the better it is for you. Change the way you speak. That has a lot to do with you as an individual and how to overcome. Don't dwell on too much negative. Don't tell yourself that I'm not good enough. I can't do this and I'm not that. Just take positive things in your mind, in your life. So change the way you speak. Instead of saying, I cannot do this, replace it with, I have the ability to find a way to make it happen. When I was growing up, my grade fruit teacher told me there's no word in the dictionary that says spell can't. There are two words, one negative and one positive, that puts together and give you one word and a negative base. Cannot. There are two words. He said there's no can't. So don't use it in her class and don't use it in our life. And I use that throughout my life. So when a person tells me you can't do this, believe you me, that's what I'm going to do. You're not good enough for this, that's what you're going to do. And that's what I did. And you keep replacing the negative with positive to get you one step at a time. Because guess what? Change ain't waiting for nobody. Whether you like summer or not, it is coming. Winter is the same way. I ain't buying no winter clothes. All right, when it comes and frostbite start, what you gonna do? You gotta get some winter clothes. Summer come, what are you gonna do? You gotta get some summer clothes. So change the way you speak. Okay? Ask questions concerning the things that you have no knowledge of. No question is foolish. Anything that is foolish or you think is foolish is because you don't ask the question. And then you go do stupid thing because you did not ask. It's only two things you can get in life. Yes or no. I can help you or I won't help you. But ask question as you go along. Concerning the things that you have no knowledge of. Ask for help in the area of weakness. You're weak in this area, don't take it as a shame, but use it as an advantage. Ask for help. Develop those area of weakness so you are balanced. Bird cannot fly on one wing if one is shallow, one is weak, you gotta straighten the wing and be balanced. Get partners that will help you and direct you in the way that you need to go to pursue or fulfill your dreams. Next affirmation you're going to use, be consistent in using affirmation. Don't use it one time and then stop. Use it as a consistency in your life. Keep speaking it. Because the more you speak things in your life, the more you believe it, the more you start to do it, and then it start to work itself out. Don't just say it and leave it like that without no action. It works with action, okay? So use it consistently. It will get you to the top. Push away fear, and faith will occupy that area. Don't let fear takes you over. Fear of going forward, fear of failing, fear that nobody won't like it, fear that somebody will say something. Believe in yourself. Because faith, the Bible tells me, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say mountain, be thou removed, and it will. It's not the literal mountain out there, it's but whatever obstacles or setback you have in life, that faith that you have, it will work for you. Because he tells me in another scripture that he will give you faith give you according to the measure of your faith. So if your faith is big, big things will happen. But if you're small and you don't believe, nothing will happen. Okay. It will also give you a sense of belief in yourself. I believe I can do it. You keep telling yourself, I believe I can do it. Yes, I can do it. That's why I like the word yes, yes, yes. Yes, I can. I can do it. Have that positive attitude and positive mindset. Yes, I can is a great way to speak. When one says no, you say yes, as long as it's not going to get you into trouble. Or even if it get you into trouble, as one speaker that and gone, he said, good trouble, getting good trouble. So if you're going to speak for the Lord, that is good trouble. If it's going to take your career to the top and it's you're going to get in trouble for it, so be it. Get in good trouble. Okay? So speak positive words in your life. Another affirmation that is good for building your mindset and your career and to get over obstacles and setback. I am good enough for this. Whatever your this is, you must tell yourself that you're good enough for it, because nobody can be good enough for it for you, because you know what you desire, you know what's burning on the inside. And if you don't believe in it, I believe that it is good enough for you. Even if another person sees it's good enough for you and you don't see it, you're not going to accept it. So it starts with you. Okay? I am great. Use the affirmation. I am great instead of I am the least. Because if you keep putting yourself down, or hear what people thinks about you and say about you, then you will believe what people say about you and think what people say about you. So instead of you using positive affirmation, you start to use those negative affirmation to yourself, what people portray as think about you. Because guess what? No grade that you get at school or no thoughts of another person is valuable to you than what God think about you. If you want to know who you are, where you want to go, what's your purpose in life and what your vision, go to your master, go to your manufacturer, go to your creator, because he knows everything about you. He designed you, he predestined you, he put his thoughts, his vision in you, and your purpose is built in you before you were even born. So go to him, ask him, what did he say about you, or what he has to say about you. Okay. Another affirmation that you can use to build yourself and overcome obstacles: I am beautiful instead of I am ugly. People criticize people all the time, say all these things about you: you're not good looking enough, you're not blonde enough, you're not beautiful enough, you don't have blue eyes instead of brown eyes or green eyes, whatever. But if you tell yourself that your beauty begins on the inside, not the exterior, not your feature, not your look, because many people are beautiful on the exterior, but inside are ugly. It's not good. But you want to know that your beauty begins on the inside and portray out on the outside. So even if you're not beautiful in the eyes of people as they count beauty to be, but you're beautiful on the inside, and that's what makes the difference. Okay. The next affirmation I want to leave with you There are many more, but these are just a few that I wish to give to you. Address yourself with nouns. Anybody who knows a part of speech of noun, noun is a name, place, or thing. Address yourself with noun. Don't call yourself these slangs or answer to these slangs that people throw at you. They have many out there. You know them. You're in the world. You may not of the world, but you're in the world. They call you all kind of stuff out there. Don't adapt it. Don't use them to you. Address yourself. I'm the future teacher. I'm a future professor. I'm the next president. Even if it's not even near in the future, even if it's way, 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 way back, speak it to yourself. Believe it. I can be the next doctor. You can call yourself doctor this, doctor that, professor that, teacher that, counselor that. Nouns that will get you there instead of other stuff, labels that they have out there. So scratch the labels and put nouns in the area. To overcome obstacles, you have two things that you have to think of or works hand in hand along with it: gratitude and attitude. Gratitude and attitude help you to get there, get over with a great mindset, great attitude, positive attitude, and the burden will be there. But if you have the right attitude to it, you won't feel the burden because Jesus already took away a burden. He said to cast our cares upon him. For he carried for us. Yes, you'll be concerned about the situation. You'll think about it and you want to think of ways of how to amend it. But be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for where you at this present moment. Furthermore, be grateful for everything that you have achieved right now. And even for the ones that hasn't yet come your way. Thank the Lord for it in advance. Give him the glory because they know something with gratitude. It may not happen in your lifetime, but you have kids, you have grandkids coming up. When God blessed Jacob, he blessed Jacob, but Jacob didn't have the 12 tribes. He didn't even, not Jacob, excuse me, Abraham. Abraham didn't even have Isaac yet. But the promise and blessing were given to Abraham from an early age, a stage in his life. So when Isaac come on board, look, Jacob get the blessing out of it, 12 tribes get the blessing out of it. And even us, the church, is getting the blessing. They say, who you bless, I will bless. Who you curse, I will curse. So it's a generation blessing. So be grateful for where you are right now. Okay? Possess the right attitude towards the things you encounter. Yes, sickness come your way. It's not going to kill you. Have the right attitude. And the right attitude that you have, you'll heal more and heal faster. Even if you're not cured, but the right attitude that you have towards your sickness, it will get you every day closer and closer and closer and closer to your goal. Because you don't sit and you're slamming it. Why me, Lord? I don't like this. Why not give it to somebody else? Why not that? I started out like that. But as I changed my mindset, I was like, okay, okay, Lord, all right. If that's what you want for me, show me how to deal with it. So have the right attitude, okay? Romans 8 and 28 tells me, and we know that all things work together for our good. Look at the word. All things. We know it. He didn't say, and I think. Paul didn't say, I think. He said, I know that all things, not singular, plural, not some, not halfway, but all things. So whatever comes in your life, it's working for your good, even if it kills you. Even if it kills you, so to speak, it's still gonna work out to you good because somebody's gonna be a beneficiary of it. Okay, for good for them that loves God, not to the world, but for those who love the Lord, to them who are the call according to God's purpose, his purpose, not your purpose. So when you and I, we, us, are faced with our obstacles and setback, you are called for the purpose of God. So whatever purpose he purposed in your life is not for you to get the glory and be lavished in it and live a lifestyle of you or your family alone. It is for God's purpose. So whosoever he says bless, you bless. So don't be stingy because you're not working in your purpose for you alone. You're working in your purpose for the Lord because you're called according to his purpose. If you have a comment, please drop it in there. And I thank you and appreciate you for being with us again. So that's the mindset. That's how you overcome obstacles. Face it and face it with the right mindset and knowing that God is with you and he's going to work it out. Today's not going to be a long teaching, so that's all right. We need some short sometimes. So we're going to look at some obstacles now. Obstacles. Obstacles are not barriers to set you back, but are challenges to get you forward. Obstacles are more ways to learn new skills, which will help you get to your goal or goals. Obstacles and setbacks are there to strengthen your mindsets and to test your faith and confidence in the area you pursue. Obstacles are set in place for you to learn more about yourself. And the question that comes to mind when you're learning more, are you a quitter or are you a fighter? Jesus came and he came for one purpose, one vision, and is to die for the whole world. Obstacle came. He encountered a lot of obstacles, some setback. But did he give up? Did he quit? He said, no, I can't. I came to die, and that's what I'm going to do. And nobody's going to kill me before the time. So we have a single mindset. And that mindset was to go to Calvary for you and I to be redeemed from our sin. He didn't quit. Even when the weight of the world, the weight of the sin was upon his shoulder, he did not give up. Obstacles are there for your development, to develop you, strengthen your mind, strengthen your attitude. Okay? Identify the obstacles or setback that are holding you back. Know what they are and deal with them. Face them. Face them together. Face them alone. If it's a situation you have to face alone, you face it. If a situation you have to face in a group or as a whole family, face it, but don't ignore it. They can be obstacles and holdbacks and setbacks can be internal or external. Come in two phases. External, some example of external obstacles can be one of the following: financial obstacles. You don't have the amount of money to go forward, so guess what? Business put on hold, children can't go to college, you can't pay your mortgage, whatever you have to use money to do, and you don't have enough, that's an obstacle in your way or a setback. Okay. Morals and physical support. You don't have the physical support and you don't have moral support. That can be a great setback in your life. While we're going to look at the internal obstacles are stuff that you cannot see, but it's holding you back. It's bothering you. You can't put one foot forward than the other. And those are things that you deal with individual. They can be depression, low esteem, fatigue, or frustration. Those things nobody will see it unless you start to demonstrate them. But sometimes by the time you start to demonstrate those internal obstacles or setback is when it's too late. It's gone out of proportion. So you commit suicide, you murder your family, and then what happened? You kill yourself because guess what? I can't deal with it. I can't get over it. It's too much on my shoulder. I can't carry it no more. Worse if you are not. a child of God. And nowadays we reach at a place where child of God, Christian, and a whole, as they call, they're committing suicide. Still can't see through that, but it happened. But if you lean on the Lord, you don't need to commit suicide, because He said, "Cast all your care upon Him, because He careth for you." Okay, we're gonna look at another obstacles. We are under obstacles. Develop resilience. Find a way to overcome. Fight back. Fight back. That's where calling for help, asking for help. You know what's the problem? Most of us, I have too much pride. No, sir, I can't ask for help. They're gonna laugh at me. They're gonna say, one time you was up there and you didn't remember me. Now you're down here, you want help. No, put the pride away. For your sanity and your dignity and your life's sake and for your children's sake and for your business sake, it's okay. Go borrow the loan. Go stretch forth your hands for help. Swallow your pride and go to your enemy. If you consider them your enemy, ask for help. Okay? Exercise, eat right, and get lots of rest. Be flexible, be patient, be honest. But most of all, maintain your goal and your vision. Overcoming obstacles takes a positive mindset and a positive approach to the problem. Not every obstacles, not every obstacles comes your way to destroy you or to break you, but to build you, motivate you, strengthen you, uplift you, and direct you. Overcoming obstacles with knowledge, ask questions, read more. Identify the areas that hinder you from reaching your goal. Resolve them with the aid of conferences, seminar, workshop, podcast, videos, and event. Utilize the stuff that are available for you out there. So in that case, you have no excuse why I could not go forward, why I couldn't overcome, why it was hard for me to overcome. Because what? Resources are there. Use them wisely, use them efficiently, use them effectively. Okay? A equipped mind or sharp mind will overcome obstacles and setback. Equip your mind. Be sharp, be focused, be vigilant, be sober. Sober in the sense of free from alcohol, sober in the mindset with the right mindset. The Bible said a double minded man is unstable in all his ways. So if you're not sober in your mind, in your thinking, in your thought process, you can't be sharp, because something is blocking that area of sharpness. And if you have partners and both are dull, we have a saying, I people say it all the time, iron sharpened iron. But my Bible tells me, say, if the axe is down, it takes a whole lot of strength to fall the tree. But if you should put some blade on it, sharpened, use some wisdom, and go get a file or sharpener, bring it to wherever they sharpen tools and sharpen it. It will take you less time and less strength to fall the tree. So sharpen dull and dull things doesn't work. So sharpen your minds. If you're in a relationship or in a business and both don't know where to turn, no left, no right, the business is gonna fall. One person have to be quick on their feet, sharp thinking, have solution to the problem. Excuses doesn't solve a problem or fix an obstacle or setback. No, you gotta have solution. Solution is the only thing that can fix the problem, or you get a new stuff, whatever it is. But starting over is not easy. It can be the right approach, but it's not easy. But even if you have to start all over, you gotta have a sharp mindset. What will I do differently? What will you do differently that you won't find yourself in the same predicament that you are in right now? Okay? So sharpen your mind, equip your mind, change the way you learn things, Carefully choose the people you learn from. Not every knowledge are good knowledge. Not every information are good information. There's so many things out there, so many things you can get on the internet, so many things you can get from friend, TikTok, Facebook, or wherever else they have their information. But is it accurate? You can talk to friends. Will you get positive information that will help you, or just gossip, gossip? You see what I mean? So for you to overcome your obstacles and your setback and how to face them, you have to change the way you learn things. Don't stick in the same old way, same old way. The Bible tells me that knowledge shall increase, and definitely it has changed a lot over the year. Over the year. I was saying to my sister this morning, years back, you'll have to write mails, send telegrams, and it takes 6 months, 7 months before it reaches a person. By the time it reached, especially my dad, who used to travel a lot, by the time it reached him, it's the same night that he has to leave. Now we live in an area wherein with a click of a button and press send, and in space than 2 seconds, that person received the information. So the learning process change. People don't write stuff anymore. Voice search, voice text, voice everything, voice this, voice recognition, voice everything, voice everything. Nobody know how to type. Nobody know how to spell. But in fact, nobody know how to, not say nobody, excuse me. Most of these college students and high school now, they don't know how to read. They don't know how to write an application. They don't know how to fill out a form because what they just speak to the computer. How it's built now, you just speak and it fills out things for you. So change, you have to change with it. Going in the area of internet and so forth, you change your business along with it. You're not changing the concept of your business, but you change the approach, the way how we used to minister the gospel to people just in the four walls of the building. No, it's not like that anymore. I'm sitting here and I can reach thousands of people by ministering the word. Do I change the doctrine of Jesus Christ of the kingdom? No. But I'm using a different approach by using the internet to reach to the people. Will they be saved? Yes. Will they give their life to the Lord? Yes. In what way? They will hear the message, get a conviction, find an assemble, and baptize, receive the gift of the Holy Ghost, start to live the kingdom life, and still listen. So you're changing the way you learn. Okay? Errors and trials are always going to be a part of your life and your goals, but fixing them and getting over them is the only help for you. Know when to take, okay, that's another one. It's the only help for you. So get over it. Deal with it. Don't let it kill you. Don't die underneath the weight. Okay? Know when to take a break or walk away for a moment. You may be doing the same thing over and over, and you expect a different result, but it's the same result you're getting. Just walk away. Take a moment, take a week off, and then come back. You come back with a fresh pair of eyes, a different view of it, and a different approach. I said, oh, I didn't see it like that all the time because what you were burdening yourself, just focusing on it, and get clouded and getting frustrated. But the moment you move away, you come back with a fresh view, a refreshed mind. Okay? Know when to take a break. Okay, we're moving down. Every obstacles and setbacks has many moving parts, which you which you may not be able to handle alone. Many moving parts. Analyze it. Okay, who can help me in this area? Who can help me in distribution? Who can help me in accounts? Who can help me? I'm having obstacle. I'm having problem. Who can help me here? Who can help me there? I have to ask for that because I'm stuck and I need help. So I have to reach out for help to help me in that area so I can move forward. Okay? Do the same thing for you too. In overcoming obstacles and setback, you must have a belief system. Self cannot do it. That's another part we're going to look at. A belief system. You have to have that. You have to believe in something. Every single 6 billion people on earth believe in something or someone. You have to, because guess what? It's your DNA. It's a part of you that God has built you to do, to believe in someone or something. And that someone is definitely Him. But because of the fall of sin, we believe in other things. Okay? So having a belief system is the balance you will need to succeed. Have faith. That's basically what a belief system is. Is your faith in something or someone. Okay? Have faith in God, full stop. And I'm talking about Jehovah, the God who created heaven and earth. But we know because of self will and a free will mind, not all 6 billion people on planet earth are going to believe in Almighty God, Jehovah, the creator of heaven and earth. I have to make it clear because they have many, many gods. So because you don't believe in Jehovah God, you have a belief in something and you put your faith in something or someone. Anybody outside of God cannot do anything for you because all things were made by God and to Him all things are created. Okay? God made the heaven and earth. Everything is done by God, Him alone in Genesis chapter 1. Nothing was done by men, created by men. All things were created by God for men. Okay? But you believe in something. So, also having faith in yourself, not only in the thing or the person, but also in yourself and your purpose. Nobody can believe in your purpose more than you because you know what's bubbling in the inside. You know what you cannot shake. You know what you cannot let go. And no matter what nobody tells you, that's what you feel and that's what you urge and that's what is driving you and that's what you're going after. So believe in yourself. If I don't believe in what I'm doing, nobody else is going to believe in it for me. Okay? So with such, it will get you to your goal. Okay? Believe in it. Don't worry, I'm sorry, don't try to know it all because you will never will. First, you have to know that you are finite. This brain will shut down and you go cuckoo. We don't know it all. That's why we have many different doctors. You have a doctor for the eye, a doctor for the cornea, a doctor for the glaucoma, a doctor for near sight, a doctor for far sight. The eyes have so many parts. And you have a different doctor for all of them. I can tell you because I've been to so many different eye doctor for different area. Okay. Same thing with the head. You have neurosurgeon, you have brain surgeon, you have all kind of different surgeon. So you can't do it all, and you can't know it all. So because you can't do it all, and you can't know it all, you ask for help. So that's where your weakness and your strength is coming. So where your weakness is, you ask for somebody who's strong. I seek a someone who's strong in that area so you can balance. All right. Pause. Take in what you have accomplished. Look back. Don't look for perfection. I always look for perfection because I consider myself a perfectionist. I always look for perfection and I keep trying. But what I have learned to, you know, other teachers and so forth, and I adapt as I go along. Don't look for perfection. As you keep doing it, perfection will come. but look at what you have accomplished, the journey that you have trodden to reach where you're at that present moment in your life. Okay, so when you do that, make adjustment if necessary. All right, keep on track, even if it's one item each day. Don't try to overdo it because you ain't gonna load your brain. As Agrippa tell Paul, too much learning makes you mad. You don't want to go cuckoo. You want to see your work, your purpose. Okay, so don't try to take it too fast and too quick. Slow process. Slow process. We wait for the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. And when it was in the fullness of time, God sent him. Okay? So take it all one step at a time. That's why you must appreciate the process and the journey that you have accomplished. Divide your task into small pieces, piece by piece by piece at a time, and then the puzzle will eventually comes together. Work late at night if you can. If days are distracted and you can manage the night work, work at night. If it's not suitable for you, turn off your phone and work in the day. Okay? Because your focus point is to accomplish your goal or your purpose. Okay? Procrastinate will present itself. It's looking over your shoulder. It's right there. Identify which one it is, fear or failure. I do that all the time. Pessimism, perfection, or lack of clarity. It's gonna come. I have faced it and I have dealt with it. And now I can say to you, okay, you must encounter them, all right? To overcome them, focus and progress than perfection, as I just said. Flexibility and adaptability. Be flexible, be able to juggle back and forth, okay? And adapt as you go along are important traits for maintain consistent action. Life is unpredictable and some circumstances may change. Be adaptable. Find new approach when faced with obstacle. Find suitable solution and keep moving forward. And I'm going to leave you with this. Never give up. Never give up on your dream and your purpose. You are who you were born to become. It's in you. You can change it. You can delay it, but you can change it. You cannot do nothing about it if you don't want to do nothing about it, but your purpose is still there. You're going to die with it if you don't put it in action. Fight for your purpose and live for your purpose. Fight for your purpose and live for your purpose. If you don't fight for your purpose, nobody can fight for it for you. And if you don't live for your purpose, you won't have nothing to leave for anyone. So that's all I have for you today. I thank and appreciate you. So go ahead, face your obstacles, face your setback, work with them, and pursue your purpose with a positive mindset. The sky's the limit, and you can get there if you faces your obstacles and your setback.